Yeah. Yo, it's the daily go-getter-mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off left lane, no coasting. Right lane, fast lane, no coasting, baby. It's the daily go-getter-mism show. Better late than never. Everything is going to be all right. Why would you think it wouldn't be all right when you know? We here, baby. We're going to make sure that everything is all right. We're going to make up the time. We're going to make up the time. Everything is going to be all right. So, Saturday morning, the 9th of the month, baby. Allergies is acting all crazy with me today. Allergies all crazy. Y'all see my eyes all... Listen. But all that aside, all that really matters is that we make sure that it does what it's supposed to do while we're here. And today we're talking about selective possessiveness. Selective possessiveness. Y'all probably know somebody who has experienced this. What should I say? Y'all probably have experienced somebody who does this. They are selectively possessive. Selectively possessive. So they don't act like they own everything, but they definitely will take ownership in some things that they want to. So they feel like they get to decide when something belongs to them, when somebody belongs to them. They are very, very possessive, jealous, even controlling when it comes to certain things and certain people. But other people, other things, it's like, all right, well, you mine too, but not like all of that. This thing is real special over here. It's special SPECIAL. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning on the Daily Go-Getter-Mism Show. Saturday, the 9th of the month. It's January 9th, the 9th of the year, 9th of the 21. So that's how we doing. What's going on? Emily Dunlap talking much crap. You know what I'm saying? Bobby being late, but it's okay. And T. Carrie Wright is down for the morning, noon, and night. You know, yeah, it's good to see me some of you. It's just Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. Surely sure the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Good to see me some of you. No doubt, Carol Chamber. Let me favorita. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this shit daily, the daily go-getter-mism show. We do this every single day, every day it rains, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the but then you just say Omar with the Arts Daily Go-Getter-Mism Show all on this January 9th, 9th of the year, 9th of the 2021. So I'll think about this year so far. So far, this year has been kind of off the chainish. It has been a little off the chain. This 2021 is really, I mean, I don't think that I can help but to just look at it as an extension of 2020 until it starts to separate itself in some kind of way. And hopefully that's in a good way. But, you know, with this crazy stuff that's going on in politics and with the government and with the citizens of this government, of this so-called republic, this thing is crazy. You know, that thing that happened on Capitol Hill, I'm hoping that that's not indicative of what we're going to see for the rest of this year. But I think we're about to find out if 2021 is an extension or did 2020 prepare us for 2021. Because think about it. I'm about to get into the topic in a minute. Because when you really think about it, you're already probably used to wearing your masks now. You know, your PPE, you're probably already used to social distancing. You may not have been into that before. Some people were already social distancing before the pandemic because they didn't like people being all up on them. I know plenty of people that, listen, I don't like people up on me. So the whole social distancing thing already worked for them. They found it to be quite easy. For other people, it may be a little bit more affectionate. They may be a little bit more touchy-feely. They may be feeling more like, no, I want to be separated from nobody. I want to be up under somebody. I want to be all up in your area. I want to play you close. So if you're the type of person that likes to social distance yourself from other people in the first place, then this probably isn't that hard. So 2020 kind of got you like, I've been kind of wanting to wear a mask ever since I saw Michael Jackson doing it back in the day. Will we be able to resume life as we knew it before? Will we be able to go back to what we used to take for granted before? Is that possible? What do y'all think? I just wanted to put that out there because it was on my mind. Because I'm thinking like, so many people wanted to get 2020 in our rear view mirror. I mean, so many people wanted to get 2020 in the rear view mirror. But is that possible with the things that were going on that have to continue until this year? Is it possible for us to get back to 2019? It may be the case where we have to prepare ourselves for the answer being no. We may not be able to get back there. And it may not be necessary for us to get back there if we can make something out of this. What's going on? S. Cook, it's always a good look. Glad you came on through. With you, I'm never shook. Word. Good to see me some of you. What's up, Stacy? Stacy Steers. It's the Stacy Stays. Good to see me some of you, ma. All right. So today we're talking about selective possessiveness. Selective possessiveness. We talk about selective possessiveness. We're talking about when some people take ownership over some things, but other things they like, it's mine, but I don't have to treat it like it's mine. So when we're talking about, let's say you were dating somebody or going with somebody or seeing somebody or in love with somebody or married to somebody, and you kind of knew how they were. You may have known that any and everybody that they deal with, pretty much, they pretty much try to take ownership of them. They might be very possessive. Like, this is my girl. You are my woman. Or you are my man. Or these are my friends. No, they not nobody else's friends. They are my friends. That's my mom. Like, what do you mean, your mom? You got other brothers and sisters. You got 7 or 8 other brothers and sisters. Yeah, but that's my mom. That's my dad. Mine. You may have known them to be that type of person. If they had friends, they were the type of person that would get mad if their friends played with somebody else or hung with somebody else or was with somebody else or did something with somebody else. They didn't appreciate it. They ain't like it. They may have not been able to control that to the nth degree, but they sure as hell put their best foot forward. What's up, Stacy White over on Instagram? Good to see me some you. That's what's up. But yeah, so you may not have been feeling that. But then you have some other people. You have some other people who are selectively possessive. So it's like, if I like you, if there's something about you that I really, really like, or that I really, really want, or that I really, really admire, or that I really, really would like to take on as mine, yeah, I'm going to be a beast. But other things, like, they may have been possessive, but not nearly as possessive as they were with the things that tickled their fancy, or the things that played to their ego, or the things that gave them a challenge, or the things that made them look good. And I guess that's what your ego is all about, right? So what experience do we have with this type of thing? With people being selectively possessive. If you're selectively possessive, you're probably selectively controlling too. So let's say you had a spouse or somebody that you were dealing with seriously. And you know for a fact that they weren't all that possessive and controlling and jealous of people that they went with before, because maybe you know that because you knew them from before. Like you may know them in a way that's different than the way that other people could get a chance to know them. You understand what I'm saying? Like you may know them. Whereas other people didn't know like all that. You know what I'm saying? Like you may have grown up with them, had classes with them, had other mutual friends with them. You knew other people that they used to be with. Y'all just never got it together. Maybe y'all liked each other a long time ago, but something kept getting in the way. But you finally get with them years later. And y'all get it popping. You get it popping. Y'all had a chance to be friends before y'all became lovers. But because y'all became friends before y'all were lovers, you have a little bit of the scouting report of how they were with their other lovers. And you know that they wasn't all, no, you mine. No, you got to do what I tell you to do. No, where you been? Where you going? Who was you with? Who did you see? How come you didn't text me 20,000 times? How come when I called you 100,000 times, you only answered 98,000 times? That kind of shit. So they're selectively possessive. Selectively possessive. So it's like, wait, so your wife or your girl or your baby moms or your dad, your baby, whatever the case may be, whatever gender specification that we may be talking about, you looking at it like, wait a minute. You didn't treat such and such like that. You didn't make such and such do this. You didn't require this of such and such. Why are you doing me like that? And they may say, well, the reason that I am the way that I am right now is because I've been hurt, or because this happened to me, or because my trust has been broken, or because I love you more than I love them. I said, because I need you more than I need. I said, because you gonna be my last girlfriend. I said, it's gonna be me and you till the very end. Because I need you in my life. I said, because I have to have you. So they're selectively possessive, and you caught up in their selective possessiveness. You might not want that. That may not be your cup of tea. You may be feeling like, well, like I don't really want to be up under somebody all the time. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody wants to be up under you all the time and you don't feel that way? And it's not because you don't like them. It may not even be because you don't love them. You just don't like the clinginess. You ain't with all that. And when you think about somebody being selectively possessive, that selective clinginess kind of goes into that. They may not have been like that with everybody else, but they were like that with you. Or maybe they were like that with everybody else, but not as strong as they are with you. With you, they gotta be all up. You got on a shirt, they up under your sleeve. Like, I just need to be up under your sleeve so I can see your watch so we can know what time it is. What? Yeah. And they did WEC 1979, another summer. Get down. Sound of the funky drummer. Thanks for coming on through. Appreciate me some you. I'm glad you're listening to this now with the crew. But yeah. So yeah, they may be selectively possessive, selectively clingy. Like, why do you have to know what I'm doing every waking moment? Is it that you don't trust me? They might hit you off with the no. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust them. You know, somebody says that to you, they're really telling you that they don't trust you, right? Look, I hear some cats in heat outside. Crystal looking like, what the fuck? Yo, what's really good? Y'all can see it right there. She's had it rough. You know what I mean? She in heat too. Crystal, it been some crazy shit. Tony Starks. Iron Man is in the house. What up, Iron Man? My miss. Thanks for coming too, my miss. No days. But yeah, so they selectively possessive, they selectively clingy. You know, they don't do everybody the same way. And I would imagine that the reason that they may not do everybody the same way is because everybody doesn't give off the same energy. Not only that, but everybody is not going to give everybody the same kind of green light. Sometimes when you know that you can get away with some shit, you're going to take the lead, or you'll take the charge. You'll go ahead and go forward in a way with some people that you know other people wouldn't allow you to get away with. Fuck. Oh. I don't want to be over here. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm having some allergy issues today. Shit is real. Son. It's real. It's very real. You know? So, you know, they're selectively possessive. They're selectively clingy. They're selectively obsessive. Possessive and obsessive. They're not obsessed with everybody, but they obsessed with you, or you witness them being obsessed with somebody else. And it can turn around. It can play on your emotions when you witness somebody that maybe you wanted to be with. Maybe it's somebody that you wanted to be with, and you see them being all possessive, all attentive, all lovey-dovey, and you know what I'm saying? They just getting it popping with somebody else, but they wasn't like that with you. You was trying to be all up under them all the time. They wasn't trying to have that from you. It wasn't that they didn't like you or love you or whatever. Or it wasn't even that they didn't have affection for you. But it was just that you stank, and the other person that they up under now smell good to them. Or something like that. Now, on some real shit, sometimes it actually is like that, though. You know what I mean? There is the power of washing your ass is strong. Wash your ass, and believe me, shit is gonna start happening for you. Clean people do better in life. Don't take my word for it. Wash your ass and see. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what it is. You know how I go. It gets hot like flannel. I said share the show and subscribe. I said share the show and subscribe to the channel. Share the show and subscribe to the channel. Things heating up in here just like some flannel, baby. Put the throw on you. Yo, throw the blanket. Get the throw blanket. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it is the Daily Go Get It Business Show. The 9th of 2021. 2021. It's the Daily Go. And we're talking about selective possessiveness. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? And Robbie Ming, my big sis, Robbie Ming is here to do a thing. I'm glad you came through. I'm glad you had a chance to swing. And Terry Hawkins holding it down for the D. Terry Hawkins holding it down for the D all day, every day, 24/7, 365, 12 months of the year, 52 weeks. That's my girl right there. What's going on, Terry? Good to see me. Some you are coming through. And Cherry, a Cinderella, Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. Cinderella Dana Dane. Well, it's the woman Dana Dane with fame. So y'all know how to go. We're talking about being selectively possessive. Selective possessiveness. Being selectively possessive. What do y'all know? Are any of us like that? Of course, in an innocent way, we could look at it as having the ability and the right to just pick and choose. We pick and choose. Everybody don't get the same energy. Everybody don't give us the same energy. Why should we put out the same energy for everybody? That's totally understandable to me. Totally, dude. It is. It's totally understandable to me. But when it gets to the point where people are starting to be able to notice and be able to calculate how you're going to be with one person versus the other, because if you're selectively possessive, you're probably selective over the things that make you feel good about yourself or make you feel good about them. So I'm going to give this example, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like it, but it is what it is. You have parents who are selectively possessive. You do. You have parents who are selectively possessive. So there are some children that they may have. Let's say you come from a large family, and for this purpose, we're going to term large as 6 or 7 siblings. Back in the day, we used to have big families, 8, 9, over double digit brothers and sisters. Our parents seem to have had a lot of brothers and sisters coming from down south or whatever. It doesn't seem to be like that as much anymore. Not even close for the most part. If somebody has more than 4 kids, we'd be like, you got more than 4 children? More than 4? And I think it's because we think about the financial aspect of having a lot of children nowadays. We wonder if we can really afford to be able to take care of everybody and be able to spread the wealth enough. Okay. But some parents are selectively possessive, and it could be because all of the children don't have the same parents. So let's say you're a woman and you got 4 baby fathers or 5 baby fathers, or you're a man who has so many baby moms. You got 7 kids. You got 8 baby moms. I said 7 kids. Got 8 baby moms. I said 7 kids. Got 8 baby moms. How you got 8 baby moms with 7 biological? Because I got one on the way. I got one on the way, maybe 2 on the way. One is definitely on the way. The other one, we gonna see. But anyway, you sometimes treat children the way that you feel about the other parent. Nah, it ain't the right thing to do. Nah, it ain't the right thing to do. But it happens time and time again. So you may be selectively possessive. Like, yeah. In the worst case scenario, you will favor and be possessive over the children that are good looking. Your funny looking kids, or the ones that you don't think are so cute, you might treat them a certain kind of way. And I'm not saying or charging anybody with doing this, but I know I've seen it happen. And some of y'all may have gone through it. And I'm not saying this because y'all weren't cute. I'm not saying it because y'all weren't the cute kids. What I'm saying is it may have been a situation where you didn't feel like you were your parents' favorite, and they treated their favorites like they were their children. They treated their favorites like, yeah, this is my son or this is my daughter. And somehow you got cheated out of that possessiveness. So you was the Cinderella of the family. And I don't mean like Cinderella, Dana Dane. I mean like the Cinderella with the glass slipper. The Cinderella with the glass slipper that had the evil stepsisters who wouldn't let her go to the ball. So that's serious shit when you grow up in your family feeling like you second best or second rate, cut rate. They get you for cheap. Everybody else has a higher price tag on them. So your mom made you do all the chores. You really was the Cinderella. Your mom made you the bad guy whenever the kids weren't acting right. It was always your fault in some type of way. Even when it came out to being disciplined, you got your ass whooped. Somebody else may have only gotten punishment or a light ass whooping. E. Farrow, what's going on, E? My girl Esther is in the house. How you feeling? Good to see me some you. You know what I'm saying? My girl E. Farrow, Candy Coated Nights. Producer of Candy Coated Nights. Good to see me some you. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow. Emily. So yeah, so if you came from a large family or whatever, it didn't even have to be that large. It could have been a situation where it was just you and another sibling. Biological. But that sibling got treated better than you. They may have been treated better than you by your parents. They may have been treated better than you by your aunts and your uncles, because there may have been a situation surrounding you that you didn't understand, that was never really explained to you, and that definitely wasn't a good situation for you to be in. So they were selectively possessive when it came to you. Yeah, they kept you close. They kept you close to do all the work, to take all of the punishment, to be abused, to be the basically you just got all of the bad shit while somebody else got the good shit. Selective possessiveness. Ansel Jones says, how can social media throw stones when after 4 years of not blocking 45? I'm thinking about how that goes into the selective possessiveness conversation, but it does. It actually does. Because think about it like this, Ansel. For 4 years, Twitter took possession of Donald Trump. He was their biggest client. He was their biggest customer. 100 million followers? 100 million? That's 1/3 of the United States. Not saying that all of his followers came from the United States, but that's 1/3 of the United States. Easy. We have 300 million people in the United States. And I would imagine that number is getting reduced by those COVID numbers. But anyway, 100 million followers on Twitter, which was the reason they let him just run amok, saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say. Meanwhile, you getting blocked, other people getting blocked off Twitter, getting suspended off Twitter. I don't know about Donald Trump's activity on Facebook. I don't know. I can't talk on that. I can't speak on that. I can't have a whole lot to say about that. But Twitter, that seems to be where all his wrath was directed. Twitter. So yeah. So they were selectively possessive of him when he was bringing all of that attention and notoriety, fame, fortune, business opportunities to Twitter. Now that he's too hot to hold, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Like, nah, we would have let him stay on, but there's no way we can let him stay on and be all right. So they had to make a money move. That's all that was. It's not that they don't agree. You think there's nobody on Twitter, the Twitter creators or whatever, you think that they don't agree with Donald Trump shit? They all in. But they couldn't. They couldn't get comfortable and keep him. They had to let him go. Had to. Look what it took. Look what it took. He had to cause an attack, a terrorist attack on the country, in order for them to suspend him. I didn't think that they were going to suspend him indefinitely. Now he's suspended permanently. Trust me, that was not an easy decision for them. I know they pondered over that shit like, fuck. We're going to lose a lot of subscribers because of this. Now, you know, Twitter makes its money through advertisers, just like any other business in social media or in the media. But they did it because they had to do it. So yeah, they were selectively possessive of him. They were definitely possessive of him when they could get away with it, when he was feeding them, when he was making it a good situation for them. As soon as he made a bad situation for them, they fired him since he couldn't fire them. It's crazy. It really is. Because if they really wanted to do something, then they would go ahead and push the envelope of prosecution. Or put back up the tweets or present the tweets that they had to delete that he put up. Enter those as evidence in a trial against him. If they really were interested in doing the right thing, they're not interested in doing the right thing. They're interested in covering their own asses. And that's all that shit is about. Cover my ass. Cover their ass. Stay out of trouble for them. They don't care about trouble for you. Okay. Being selectively possessive. Some people are selectively possessive and they're selectively aggressive. So they might put the pressure on somebody that's smaller than them, that's weaker than them, that's more accommodating than them. But they may not try that with somebody who is more hot-headed or somebody who just ain't going for the okie doke. Somebody who will resist more or will demand respect more. So they're selectively possessive and selectively aggressive. Picking and choosing, choosing your battles wisely. Carol Chamberlain says you become the whipping boy in the family. Yeah, I know you've seen it, Carol. The worst part about it is sometimes it can in our world, in our community, in our families, sometimes the ugliest kid was the darkest kid, even if he wasn't ugly. But to them, he was ugly, and so he became the whipping boy. All because of a physical feature that he had absolutely no choosing of and no control of. And when you really think about how tragic, how fucked up a situation that is, in our community, in the Black community, we have a system set up, propaganda system set up, where we believe that light is prettier than dark. And many of us don't see any problem with that. Like, what's the problem? Black is black, so why can't I just like skin? And nobody's saying that you can't. But when you treat somebody who's brown or dark like second-class citizens because you have been taught and you have bought into it and you have taught others that light is right and dark is bad. Carol Chamberlain says 45 became a liability for their business. Yeah. So they got selectively possessive on the board. They would have loved to have kept him, but he just wasn't good for business for them anymore. Like you said, Cal, he was bad for business. I'm still shocked because I wonder if people would have stopped, or if people have stopped using Twitter because they banned 45 off of it. Well, you have to admit that people are people, and we get very peopleish and start doing things that only a people would do. Yeah, a people, not a person. This is something that only certain people and certain person, this is what a people would do. It's bad. Selectively treating your children like your children. So all that getting away with murder may have had everything to do with your physical features. The pretty kids got treated better. The pretty kids, the pretty children got a better deal. And I'm sure that we've all seen it. I'm sure that we've all seen it. You know, my gavel. You know what I'm saying? Start getting gavelly. Order! Restore order. Order! Okay. Selectively possessive, selectively aggressive. Some people, honestly, who are selectively aggressive may only be selectively aggressive because they punks. Like, you know, that such and such a punch you in the nose before they allow you to tell them what to do or try to yell at them or whatever. Carol Chamberlain says, we complain about racism, but we do the same. We discriminate against our own for their skin tone. You know, the light brights with the good hair as opposed to the dark skin with the nappy hair. What about the light brights that don't have good hair? I've known some really light brights where I was like, this is how you know they a nigga. You see that coarse hair? It's real nappy. Real nappy. I've even seen it with women. Coarse ass hair. Your hair is so coarse it looked like a terror cap. Hey, she got a short cut. I thought she was wearing a terror cap. That's her real hair. She got that hard, prickly hair, though. Old porcupine ass bitch. Get your porcupine hair. Fuck out of here, light skin. What you talking about? Yeah, I ain't gonna front. You still cute. You cute, but you nappy. You know what I mean? You come over my crib. You stay the night, cut my pillows up. What you mean? I ain't leave nothing on your pillows. Yes, you did. You sliced my pillow up with that needle hair you got. That's why when I hug you, I gotta waist hug you. I gotta waist hug you because I can't even head hold you when we kiss. You know, sometimes you take the woman by the back of the head like you. I be like, ow! All right. No, none of ow. Shit. Anybody got a pair of tweezers? Anybody got a pair of tweezers that lion? I gotta get the splinter out of the lion's paw. She ouched me. Carol talking about some. Mine is like a steel wool pad. I still won't pad though. So even the straightening comb be like, not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. Oh my goodness. Robin Ming says, at Carol, I am light skinned with nappy hair. Hair ain't look all that nappy to me. Green eyes. But hey, there have been cute people that still got their ass whooped and still got treated bad. That's why a lot of pretty light-skinned women got a lot of emotional issues. But we're not getting into all that. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting into all that. Because, you know, some parents ain't give a fuck. You know, they just didn't give a fuck. But it could be the case where your parents were jealous of you too. Unfortunately, some women have experienced that type of situation where they really felt like their mom was hating on them because their mom was jealous of their looks. You know how you hear some people moms say like, yeah, you got a nice body or whatever, but you ain't had it like I had it. You know, some moms would be like, yeah, you all right, but you ain't. I was killing them. I walked down the street and I was lighting up the sidewalks like Billie Jean, Michael Jackson. Do. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. So, Calvin says, Ansel, wait, hold. Cherry says, when it comes to colorism, yes, our condition by our family and society, you have to work hard to break those chains. Yeah, the chains never get broken. But the most important thing is to try to fix yourself. But when somebody has been selectively possessive of you or selectively possessive over you, and maybe not in a way that you really needed when you were growing up, you know, kids need love and attention. They need love, attention, and affection. They need that shit. It's not like something that you kind of need. No, you need it. Okay. Carol says, Ansel, sometimes when you see the writing on the wall, you have to make that choice. Shirley, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world, says, LOL, I'm fair-skinned with chameleon hair. What is chameleon hair? Oh, it keeps changing colors? Does it adapt with the environment? Does it be adapting? Do it be adapting to the environment? And so Jones says, white people quit, resign, quit or resign. Name a black person that has resigned from a job. I have. I've been fired too, though. Don't get me wrong. It's funny. It's 10 years ago. I would have said I never got fired from a job. Well, welcome to the jungle. All right. Tone Stark says she means wigs. I don't know. But when you are selectively possessive or the victim of somebody being selectively possessive over you, it can get deep. Sometimes it can get dangerous. You know, you can talk about hurt feelings, but we can also talk about a hurt person. Because if you don't bend to the whims of somebody who is being selectively possessive over you, with some people who have really, really bad mental issues, they may put you in a position to be hurt really, really bad. really, really bad. Sure, her husband says, no, Omar. Some days it's fine, and some days I can't get a comb through it. That's when you've been laying down too long. That's all that is. That's all that is. Carol says, I have two. Yeah, Cheryl, those are the days you fluff it with your fingers. You fluff it with your fingers. That seems to be the way a lot of young people wear their hair now anyway. They go ahead and get they shit shaped up, but won't comb it. That nappy look is very popular right now. It's very, very popular. Selective possessiveness. Being selectively possessive. You're being selectively possessive. Selectively possessive. What makes a person become selectively possessive? Yeah, it can be choice. We go back to what I was talking about before. Ego. You know, all my pretty girlfriends, I make sure that I keep them close. All right, she all right girlfriends. But you know, everybody deserves freedom. Can't make nobody do what you want them to do. They're selectively possessive. Selectively possessive. Yeah. So, whereas all of the girlfriends that the boy had before you, he ain't require them to cook. He didn't require them to clean. He didn't require them to do a whole lot of things. But he sure is looking for you to do that. He telling you got to do it. You got to. It's not even an option. You got to, and you better. You got to, and you better do it. Well, it's easy for us to say that we wouldn't go for that. But you may also be selectively possessive in that. Maybe you wouldn't listen. Wait a minute. That would make you selectively aggressive or possessive, but maybe you selectively submissive. Oh shit. Selectively submissive. Oh shit. So you wouldn't bow down to the whims of him, but him. You'll do whatever he tell you to do, or whatever he asks you to do. Oh shit! What the guan? What the guan? So you will listen to that man, but not that man. That man can't tell you nothing. That man ain't got no money. That man broke. That man don't have a pot to piss in. So he has no say-so in how he wants himself to be treated. But this man, he play one. He play knick-knack on your thumb. Selectively submissive. I won't listen to that man, but I'll listen to that man. I won't listen to this woman, but I'll listen to that one. What y'all know? What y'all know? It's called the unkempt look, Carol. Word. It sure says, those are the days you get worse than a paper cut. A paper cut is pretty bad. Emily says, I use the straightening comb, but don't really need it, Carol. And so Jones says, when the 76ers did the process of a lot of people, a lot of people jumped off the bandwagon. Now people wearing them. I didn't like when they was doing the process for a lot of reasons. I knew they wasn't going to be able to keep that coach. How you going to tell a coach that he has to coach down or coach not to win on purpose for 4 years straight? And then on the 5th year, when they told y'all couldn't do that because y'all really never should have been able to do that, then you want them to start playing real. You want them to start playing like they've been the Harlem Globetrotters at all this time. The boy couldn't coach. Not a team. He couldn't coach a team that he has been encouraging to take losses and not even play well. Vegas should have the answer for that one. Okay. But being selectively submissive. Yeah, I'm going to listen to what this man say, but I ain't never listened to nothing what the last man said. Being selectively submissive. And this probably goes towards ego. You may like this one. You may like the way they look, like the way they dress, like their body, like the way they are, like the way other people look. Look at them, like the way that people look at you because you are dating or are spouses with them. You know how many people would actually stay in situations like this and do it unapologetically? So because they feel it, they feel like, well, but if you want to join with a banging body, if you want the baddest bitch, you got to pay for the baddest bitch. I've actually heard those words come from somebody's mouth. I've heard those words come from somebody's mouth. You know? So it ain't easy. It ain't easy. However, it's not an impossible situation to understand. Maybe you like this one more than you like the other one. Maybe you love this one more than you love the other one. Maybe this one is more accommodating than the other one was. Maybe this one is more rugged the way I like the way I like them, and the other one wasn't. Maybe, baby, baby, it can happen. It can happen, son. Being selectively possessive, baby. And so it's funny you brought up the Sixers. That's your team. But remember, they stopped the process. They stopped the process when it was time to win. Trust the process, they said. Fuck out of here. How you gonna lose on purpose for 4 years in a row? They chose the coach before the draft. I mean, no, they went to the draft before they selected a coach. Like, you knew they didn't want to win nothing. Went into the draft. How you gonna go into a draft without a coach? Like, we don't even want our coach involved in that decision process. Carol Chamberlain says people want to be possessive about things that they want. About things they want to look good about in others' eyes. You know, bragging. That's true. Cherry says, even though I don't like the nappy look on the young boys today, I do appreciate that they love the texture of their hair. Not like my generation growing up in the late 70s, early 80s. Man, men got Jerry curls. I'm not really sure if the kids of today embrace it, but I will say this. The kids of today smoke a lot of weed. Young people of today smoke a lot of weed, And I honestly think that that has a lot to do with them not really caring about their appearance. Something is up with the weed. It ain't a good look. With the weed. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all share the show and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We're gonna get out of here in a little while. Our time is short. Time is short, homie. Time is short, man. Time is short, love. Carol Chamberlain says, those times are all about appearance. How you want to look to other people's, how you want to look to other people when in reality, their life is a shambles. It may be, their life may be shambly. It may be shambly. But, you know, the fake it till you make it thing is very real in some people's lives. And that's why, that may explain why some of them are selectively possessive. But if you could keep some of the same positive possessive energy in all the things that you do, you will probably be successful a high percentage of the time. But our hearts, our minds, our mental state, our emotions, our ego, it gets in the way. It can get in the way of us succeeding, and sometimes it can get in the way of us failing because your ego may be to the point where it's 45, like, look, I can't lose. I can't lose. I can't lose, baby. I cannot. I must win. I must win. I gotta take heads, baby. I gotta take heads. I gotta take heads. Take the snake's head. Take the snake's head. Selectively possessive, baby. Selectively possessive, selectively aggressive, selectively submissive. Have you ever been the one that somebody was selectively possessive, submissive, or aggressive with? You know, with the aggressive thing, if somebody doesn't respect you, then they're probably going to try to be a little bit more stern, aggressive, pushy with you. If not, they may play ball with you, may play a little ball with you. I want to tell y'all before we get out of here, I want to tell y'all that we will have a Legacy of a Nation show tonight. I just got to think about what the topic is going to be. All right, I'm going to think about it right now. Topic of discussion is going to be. Oh, this is easy. It's easy. Let's talk about what if, even though this is too easy, maybe. What if the insurrectionists were black? What if it had been black people in the Capitol? It's too easy, right? Well, what the hell? Let's talk about it. Tonight, 6 p.m. on the Legacy of a Nation show, we're going to ask, what if the insurrectionists had been black? Now, you know there was some black people, some little peppercorns scattered in there, but they weren't the aggressors. That's what I did notice. But what if they were? What would that have looked like? We're going to talk about that tonight on the Legacy of a Nation show. So make sure y'all come through and check that out. And speaking of legacy, a legacy. Let me get y'all in here. So y'all know that the Legacy of a Nation show comes on Blog Talk Radio. So you can it's the same number as this show. So 319-527-61 number. I mean 319-527-6199. All right. So you can log on blogtalkradio.com/sun752, or you can call right in and get to the bag. Get to the bag. 6 p.m. We're gonna be talking about what if the terrorists were black or brown, or brownish, or yellow. With the cops, well, we already know the answer, right? But there's some people who are going to say no, it's not like that because Black Lives Matter. Okay, we're about to see. All right, let's get to these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious January 9th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Ricky Frazier, turning 40 years old today. He is the big 4-0. He got the 40 in his hand. He got the 40 in it. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, what's up now? Do the damn thing, Ricky Frazier. And Barbara Williams turning 56 years old today. And Crystal Collins, happy birthday to you. And Joyce Thomas turning 77 years old today. And Kesey Belen Castillo turning 33 years old today. And Toya Francis turning 58 years old today. And Katie Marie Hendrickson, happy birthday to you. And Kickback Baby, turning 47 years old today. And Linda Smith, happy birthday to you, Miss Smythe. And Deborah Kofer, turning 67 years old today. And my man's father, who is like a father to me, he's a good dude, Oliver Jessup Sr., that's my man's. Happy birthday to you, Pop. That's my man's. And last but certainly not, my cuz Simone Moses, affectionately known to the family as Dump. Simone Moses, happy birthday to you, Ma. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious January 9th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, yo, check it out, peep game, yo. All right, you can be selectively possessive, but that just means that you probably are only selectively possessive or possessive over things that you know you can get away with. Like, I ain't gonna rob. I'll rob the convenience store, but I ain't robbing the bank. You low baller, selectively possessive. You know, it's like one of those things where you don't take possession of everything that you have. And even the things that may actually belong to you, you're not owning it. Owning something, claiming something, owning it. I'm not owning it. We talk about owning something when we need to show accountability. Yo, you didn't take care of your kids. You got to own that. And I guess in owning that, you're supposed to take care of it. You're supposed to fix it. You're supposed to put it back on the right track. Own it. You did somebody dirty. Own it. Like, what do you mean? Maybe tomorrow we should talk about what owning it really means. And what do you do after you own it? So if you acknowledge your part in something that didn't go right, or didn't go as planned, or just totally failed, you have to own that. But what will owning it do? Does that mean that you fix it, or that you just admit it? Does owning mean that you fix it, or that you just admit it? Some of us are going to say both. Well, out outside. I don't know, but we're going to get to that bag. We're going to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. I have to just take care of some administrative business over here. Administrative business over here. All right. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So when we were talking about, if we're talking about owning something, does it mean admitting it or fixing it? There's some people who don't really care about whether you fix something. Just admit your part, humble yourself, and we can go on. A lot of times in our lives, we're not dealing with situations where people want to actually end something. They just want to be acknowledged. All right, y'all. So remember, the Legacy of a Nation show tonight. What if the terrorists had been black? What if they had been black? What are we going to do about it? So I hope to see y'all tonight, 6 p.m. Y'all going to come through? Y'all know I'm going to bug y'all a little bit, a little something. You know what I mean? I'm going to be selectively aggressive with y'all, but it's going to be all good. Love is love, y'all. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. So we're going to get Blog Talk on up out of here. Blog Talk will say peace. Peace. Be back at you at 6, though.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
And
Goodbye.
Instagram. Thanks for coming through, my Instagrammers. Hit you on the gram. Peace. And my YouTubers. Y'all number one. I holler back at y'all, daughters and sons. Peace. I'll holler.